I've been involved in men's groups for a few years. It's a really nice way to connect with a group of guys. You bond with them, you really get close with these guys. So good evening, everybody. Good evening at Leiden and Toastmasters. My name's Jeremy. Before I start the speech, I just want to get a feel. Who in this room is or has been a member of a men's group or a sister group? Anyone? One? Great. Two? Maybe three? Maybe a four? We're not sure. We're getting there. It's growing as I speak. So I'm going to talk about the values and the purposes behind a men's group. I'll touch on the purpose and then I'll go into more detail on some of the values. So the way I see it, there are four purposes of being in a men's group, four general areas of purpose. You get clarity. So if you're not sure on your goals or where you're going, people can help you with that. You get accountability. You get guys that will help you, tell you, have you done this? In a supportive and friendly way. You also get challenged. So maybe your goals are here, but you're capable of here. So guys will come up to you and go, I think you can do a bit more. I think you can stretch that goal for yourself. And the last one is support. So you support each other. Symbiotic relationship, a reciprocity. I can't even say it's my language, and I can't even say this word. So you help each other, you support each other, become better than you were previously. So those are what I see as the purpose of being in a men's group. Let's talk a bit about the values. So I came up with 7 P's that consist of all the values that I see, or most of the values I see within a men's group. So the first P is a partnership. A men's group, it's a partnership. It's a committed partnership. And even if you don't like one of the guys in the group, you're still committed. You're committed to support each other, to be accountable for your actions, what you say, what you do. And even if times get challenging and the group's not for you, you don't just bail out. A men's group is about keeping to that partnership, keeping to your commitment. You don't leave because you don't like it or men are mean to you. That's not necessarily why you go, because you want that support, you want that challenge. So partnership is the first P.
Sounds like a marriage.
And marriage. Well, marriage is also a partnership, and you know, it's about giving and taking, right? I think for all those that have been in a relationship, we know what it feels like. So the second P is power, right? There's a power in a men's group. There's a power of being authentic, of standing on your own 2 feet and doing what you say you do. And that is an authenticity, a power that you have. And you hold each other accountable for being in your power. Another P that I find very useful in a men's group is presence. It's very similar to power, but it's about being present with someone, about being focused. When you say you'll be focused, when you want to give someone your attention, you focus on that person. So focus, presence, also very important. Without presence, a men's group is really nothing than just a chat with a group of guys. Some more P's that we have in a men's group. One is practice. So you practice certain things in a men's group. You might practice your authenticity, being your real self, being who you are. You practice listening to other people and improving your communication skills. So you want to make sure that you're heard, seen, doing the right thing. Also in men's group, you practice feelings. You talk about your feelings, your emotions, how you're doing. It's okay to share how you're feeling, even as a guy, Franz. Yeah, even you could share your emotions. A strong German man is able to share his emotions at times. So there's lots of things you can practice in your men's group for the real world when you get outside of your men's group. Another important factor in a men's group is play. It's nice to be serious, but if you don't bring a laugh and a smile, take some time out from being serious, there's also, you know, a downfall of if you don't get to play with the men. So you go out, you do things together. It could be a beer, it could be go-karting, or something men do to bond, which is really nice. There's a couple more P's. Now I'm forgetting what they all are. Yeah, so those are my notes because I've forgotten the other P's already. That's terrible. Purpose. So yeah, in a men's group, you want to think about your purpose, like where you're going as an individual, not just the purpose of the group. Do you know where your life's going? Do you have a life purpose? These are things you can explore with a group that's in a safe space to think, okay, what do I want next in my life? What's my life for me? So these are the P's, the values of being in a men's group. A couple of other small points. Where's the timekeeper, by the way? I can't even see his back up there. Oh, it's the green light. I like the traffic lights. So yeah, there's a question that we get asked, why men? Why don't you allow women in a men's group? Part of the reason is it's good to get reflections from your own gender. There's also sister groups. I'm not saying you shouldn't get reflections from the other gender. Being in a men's group gives you focus from your own gender without anything that would happen potentially between men and women or without sexuality removed. It's nice to have a group where it's just focused on finding your purpose, finding what you're doing in your life and giving and receiving on that sharing level. So yeah, go and get a balance, get some female perspective as well. But a men's group is very helpful for that. A men's group it's not group therapy. It's quite therapeutic, but it's not group therapy. A men's group isn't just some weird, freaky guys talking about feelings and opening their heart, but some of that does happen too. It takes a brave man to go to a men's group, to listen to the reflections, to hear the feedback, and that's what men's groups are for me. Ultimately, it's about standing up and being accountable and supporting each other on this journey we call life. So overall, there are 4 purposes I mentioned. One is clarity, support, challenge, and accountability. They're the 4 purposes. And the values are presence, power, partnership, practice, and play, purpose, and presence. Thank you. And yeah, if you'd like to know more, there's a lot more information online, or you can come and connect with me and I'll tell you more about being in a men's group.